Hi guys, we're back with another one of our interviews, and today we're going to be looking to talk to Tian from Fantasma, who actually does the maths for all of their games. Now, I wanted to start with a bonus on Elemento, which is one of their more recent releases, and I think offers like a little bit of what they're all about. I thought we'd buy the free spins and then have a chat to him about what the free spins do. Really put him on the spot, much like I did with Rory last time. So if we buy the spins on €3 ago, it's a €180 buy. We've got a review of Elemento up on the site. We can see getting started with some firewilds there. We've got a review of Elemento up on the site. Anyone that's not familiar with the game, go and check that out. Link will be in the description. And we better hope that this does something, some sort of return off our €180. Otherwise, he's going to be uncomfortable and put on the spot.
Demolition.
We've got those two firewalls in the bag there. They're still to come out.
Tornado.
Mix something up. We've not really hit premiums yet. The bonus on this can really go off. I have seen it a few times.
Tornado.
We've played it a couple of times on stream. We've never actually bonused it naturally, and I've never done a bonus buy on it. Actually, maybe we did do. Maybe you have bonused it naturally once. Yeah, we did. We put it in a bonus hunt once. That's the actual free spins trigger there. So we started with 1785. So that's 10% of the money back. Extra spins. It's going to be 11. You can get the spins on this. I mean, I suppose the thing, one of the questions I'm going to be put into Tian a little bit later is about 0x bonuses. So, I mean, at least he's not been thrown under the bus in as much as this itself is not a 0x bonus. Multiplier clocking up a little bit. Would need it a lot higher if we're going to hit anything truly massive. Up to ×4. Return at 2880 so far. We've got the X. Yeah, I'm not. Oh no, that's missed greens. That's missed the greens. Where could that go? Of the blues, yeah. No, that's it. No, that's not hit. Okay, it's going to have to do something on the last couple of spins. Otherwise, we're all just going to be like, right, hang on. The ×10. Is it going to pull something out of the bag on the last spin? No, it's a dead one. Right, okay, so less than about a 25% return. Let's put him under fire and introduce him. Welcome, Tian. How was that watching a real money buy on Elemento?
Wow, what a roller coaster!
Yeah, it's do you get to see many reactions of play like real money bonuses on your games?
Oh, it was super exciting. Yes, and I watch streamers and I play myself. And even though we didn't make our money back, I have to say that was a very exciting round. There was a lot of near win. And
yeah,
great. And we were at 10. And what a round.
I thought when it dropped the X Wild in, like the X Wild coming in there, I thought that might have hit. but like it seemed to miss. Which of all of the bonuses within Elemento, which one do you think's actually got the most sort of potential to actually, really go huge?
Yes, it's definitely Fire Wild and the windy one, the Tornado, because they give you a much... the wild is, of course, good. If it plays up to like 10 wild, then that's where you can get a lot of connections and also get big clusters to win big, really make use of the multiplier. And the Tornado is very reliable, since it selects a center and then it creates a cluster around it, so it has a very high hit rate. It almost always gives you wing to keep you going. So Fire Wild and Tornado are my favorites. And the other two are a bit more volatile, especially the X-Flood is kind of love and hate, since a lot of time you won't hit anything with it since it places the symbol in an X pattern. But if you actually place the X pattern in a good position, then it can create a really big cluster. And when it comes to cluster game, a lot of the money are in those high pays, like 15 M1, 15 highest the symbol, pay 100 times your bet, with like X10 multiplier that can easily just become 1,000 times your bet. So X flop value, the X patterns value is there. It's a very volatile feature. It has the lowest hit rate among the four. Not hit rate, like once you get the feature, you have the lowest chance to get a win with the X flop, but you have the highest chance to win big from the X flop. So that's the design behind the four features. They kind of all have their perks, and X flop excels at giving you big win. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Tian, it really sounds like it's clear straight away, and I'm sure it'll be straight away to all the viewers, people in the comments. You really know what you're talking about with this game. It's I think a lot of people really want to know, how much the developers really understand about their own games. I think sometimes this is a little bit of this idea that these games are made by, suits sitting around in boardrooms. None of them really play. None of them really understand. I like talking to you, like, it's straight away, we know that you know what you're talking about, and I know that, we didn't just do a proper introduction, but what is your actual job title within Fantasma?
Yes, let's start with the introduction. So, hi guys, I'm Tian. I'm from Fantasma Games, and I'm the math designer at Fantasma Games. So I make all the math models behind our games. And when I say math models, I mean all the numbers in game, RTP, real grade, pay table, and then the mechanics. Basically how the game works, what are the features, how often do you trigger, and the average value of each feature. So.
And how much do those maths change from game to game? Like, if you take Elemento, in a little while we're going to be looking at Hideous, which is the new release. How much, do you start from do you start from scratch with each one, or do you start with like a sort of general idea and then you take it in a different direction depending upon, the theme maybe?
I mean, we kind of do both. Like Elemento, it started from scratch because there's nothing similar. I mean, it's a bit similar to Reactons and the other cluster game out there. But that's not our game, so for us it's a totally new experience creating a cluster game. We didn't even have a framework with a cluster evaluation, all that stuff, so it's started from scratch. But
this is your first cluster game, isn't it, Elemento?
Yeah, this is Fantasma Games' first cluster game, and it was one of the big projects. We had a lot of fun making this game.
I'm thinking that I want to buy another bonus on it, and actually I want to hear your commentary this time. I'm just going to sit back.
Yeah.
We'll buy another one. So this is you commenting on me risking my money.
All right.
Put you on the spot, okay?
When it comes to that, I do that a lot with my colleague. I always a bit irresponsible, but that's the fun, right?
It's easier to watch someone else risking their money than...
Yes. I play it myself a lot too. And the best moment is you increase your bet and you hit the big win, right? That's the ultimate accomplishment.
That is a special feeling, I mean, we often have that. We have that phrase, that all the streamers will use. It's called the pro raise, where like basically you're just like, right, okay, it's not been going well. You bump the stake up, and then first spin, there we go.
Yeah, that's the best moment. It's like you beat the RNG. You predicted the future. Yes, we are having a great round here. That's a lot of high symbols on your screen. The red dude. See if we can connect. And also we have 3 mountain feature, demolition features, so that's going to give us extra spins. Extra spins are valuable with increasing multiplier. Oh, can we connect the red? No.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw that screen was more or less all premiums, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the sort of situation where if you can get into and then get something which is actually going to hit, especially with the multiplier coming into play, that could have been really big.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to keep quiet.
That's kind of on the average. I mean, the minimum is 9, right? If you get 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah.
But you almost always kind of enter with above 9. 9 is like rare. 11 is kind of the average. But they're like 15, 16, those are the lucky ones. Then you have a much higher average value coming out of the free spin. But we have an average session in front of us. Let's see. I mean, for now.
Let's see what happens.
Yes, let's see what happens. Ooh, exciting times. Oh, we really need to, oh yeah, that's great. That's like super, because you connected 2 features.
Oh, we've got 2 at the same time, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tornado.
I mean, you actually have a chance to retrigger because you have the other 2 elements on the fire and the tornado, the mountain. You just have to connect them, which is a big challenge. Let's see. Oh, can we do it? Oh yes!
That's in. So that's a full retrigger, right?
Oh yeah, that's gonna give
That's
you.
the retrigger.
And you have 1 more features to go.
They're gonna think that you flicked the switch at Fantasma HQ.
Okay, that's exactly what I did. Oh, you're gonna connect the blue?
Yeah, we got blues. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Multiplier's getting up. I mean, this is spin 2. This is spin 2, and multiplier's already at times 8.
Wow, and 1 more feature. Good. Let's see whether this can lead to anything more. Ooh, yes, 1 more feature. Yes. This is
Yeah, so it's still going. We're still. I mean, this spin is lasting for ages.
Sometimes predict because you see the avalanche pattern and you know that's gonna connect.
That's nice. Straight away. That's nice. And another 6 free spins. So now, I mean, with the multiplier already at times 11, this is big, right? This could be big.
This could be. This definitely could be. Ooh, another great connection.
That's another double, isn't it?
2
Yeah,
of my
okay.
favorites.
Go on, hit the other 2 as well. Go on, hit the other 2.
Oh, is that a premium? Yes. Great. I think this will go about €300.
Oh, nice. Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's gonna connect another wind, another tornado. This is like very reliable.
I mean, this is only spin. This is spin 4.
Yes. Oh, the best symbol. Can you connect?
Yeah, go on. Oh, no. Yeah, he's connected. That's connected. Yeah, that's 84. Yeah, nice. Okay.
Wow. Great start.
That is a great start. Yeah.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I think you were gonna hit like €600.
Really? Okay. We'll mark that down. Predictions in the comments whether you think he's going to be right or not. Okay, nice. Yeah, well, I mean, we're already at 268. I mean, we're not even a third of the way through yet.
Oh.
Times 15 multiplier.
Oh, yes, another tornado feature, another good feature. It's all about connecting the features. Like if you hit a normal win, then you increase your multiplier, but you are likely to win big on that spin. But if you get to acquire those features, then this is gonna be a good round. Yes. You see, if you get a big cluster of premium symbol now with this huge multiplier that can easily pay out 1,000 times your bet, like one cluster. All right? It's gonna be huge if you connect any feature at the moment. Its multiplier is so high. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the multiplier that high, to be honest.
Get a feature. We can really use a feature now. Yes. Oh, the volatile feature.
Yeah, I mean, well, come on. Come on, go somewhere nice. No, didn't do premiums.
No.
There's still time.
Let's do time, yes. Ooh, bad positioning of the wild. Oh, I explode again.
Well, that could that go on greens? Maybe could that maybe hit? Oh, it's just missed them. Oh no! It just missed them.
It's like the heartbeat. You never get a.
Yeah.
Great, but that's hard connect. It's two of the most valuable symbols.
Oh.
Okay. This is the great. This is two wind, the two tornado feature. The reliable one.
Okay, yeah, they're reliable. Yeah, like you said at the start, you think that they will hit. I mean, that's not hit a premium, but even so, it's lined up those blues. Yeah, okay, yeah. So we're now up to.
I think you're around 500.
Yeah, that's around 500 euros now.
Yes.
I'm letting you off for the first one.
We need this one. Like, come on, hit a premium. No.
That's not hit.
It's a hit. It's a multiplier. It's a higher multiplier. Can we get more features in there? No.
Okay, we've got two more spins. That was a €100 hit on its own.
Yes. Come on. Put something in. Last spin.
No, that's it. That's it. That's still a great bonus, though. That is a great bonus.
Yes.
Over 150x. I don't think you can really argue with that.
Great round.
Yeah. I mean, one of the other things that I think sometimes people in the comments ask me two things that I'd like you to talk to the viewers about. One is can we talk about the 0x bonus? That was obviously a great bonus. That was a massive bonus. No one's going to be disappointed with that, especially if that came in naturally. Can you tell the viewers a little bit more about the 0x bonus and why we get the 0x bonus, and is there anything that you can do about it?
Yes. So zero bonus. I mean, if you think about zero bonus from another perspective, it kind of means the game is actually fair. It's like fair RNG.
Yeah.
How do I describe it? Like think about tossing a coin. You can get head or tail, right? And it's 50-50. And then what's the chance of getting tail like 10 times in a row? It's very unlikely, right? Mm-hmm. If you do it, you probably never get it in a day. But it's not zero, right? Because every time you flip, there's a 50 chance you get the tail, and getting 10 times tails 10 times in a row can just happen. And that's basically similar to a slot. If you think about a free spin with 10 spins, every spin is like flipping a coin. And there's a certain chance you're gonna win zero. And let's say that chance is 50%. So you have a 50% hit rate, which is very, very high already. Yeah. But then there's another 50% chance you're gonna win zero. And then you can simply win zero 10 times in a row. That's like tossing a coin, get tail 10 times in a row. It will just happen. And each spin is independent. It's rolling RNG, and if you get on the downside, it happens naturally. And it's about the higher the hit rate, the more unlikely for you to hit zero bonus. But as long as you can hit zero on one spin during the free spin, then there's a chance for that spin to happen like 10 times in a row or 50 times in a row. And then you get a zero bonus. So
I understand exactly what you're saying. Look, and that leads into my second question, which was gonna be, in a free spin round, is every spin genuinely, unique, or is it predetermined in any way? Is there any predetermination with regard to your games? Obviously, you can't speak for everyone, but I guess you know what the rules are.
Every spin is independent. That's every spin rolls like independent RNG usually. But there are some exceptions, I think. Some roll the overall result as altogether. But even that, you're kind of rolling a random number to decide the results of the bonus round. And it's a fair random. There's a certain chance to hit the zero bonus. And that's the same for every player. Like even I log in and I play, I have the same chance of winning zero from a free spin. So same as Will, same as everybody else. Yes, that's
okay. I mean, I like that. So basically, if we were going to sum up, it's just I think, would it be fair to say that the 0x is also there to balance out that time when it just goes off and it just goes huge win every single time? And if you were going to actually get rid of the 0x, then you've got to sort of dial it in at the other end as well. Is that fair? Or
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, we can use the coin toss example again. So if I design a game, and the game is I flip a coin and you make a guess. If you guess it correctly, you give me one euro, and if you guess it correctly, I give you €2. If you guess it wrong, then the €1 is mine. That's a very fair game, right? If you think that game, you have a 50% chance to win zero, right? I mean, then I changed the rule of the game a bit. So I'm gonna toast two coins, and you have to guess the result for both. And if you guess both correctly, I'm gonna give you €4. If you lose, if you guess one of them wrong, then you lose your bet. And then that's a much harder game, and you have a higher chance to lose your money. I think it's like 75% chance, but it's still a fair game. But then you have a better chance to win bigger. So for a slot game, you can think of it as a distribution. Basically, when we design the game, we we look at the distribution of the outcome of a free spin, and then there's a certain chance you win zero and a certain chance you win like 100 times your bet and above. And it's kind of a trade-off. We can't just we can't have both. You can't make sure the game never pay below zero, like pay zero, and in the meantime have a lot of high win. Because you have this fixed amount of RTP to allocate, right? If a game has a lot of high win potential, then inevitably it's going to have a higher chance to win small as well, because you put more of the money on the high bucket, on the high value bucket. Yeah. So that's
I think you've actually included some graphics, which we will put up and I'll probably link to them in the description as well, to show a little bit of what you're doing behind the scenes, in order to actually balance that out. One of the things I was going to say is, like, when it comes to actually sort of designing these games, like tweaking things, is it difficult because you're designing something that's random, so when you're testing it, you don't really know, are you being unlucky, or is that you're sort of working with a theoretical thing, aren't you? So, like, it must make what do you do with regard to testing to know if you're getting it right?
Yeah, like you said, just playing it is very hard to get an overall feeling of it, because the RNG plays a big factor, and if you're unlucky, then you can hit zero, and that's not giving you an objective overview of the game. So when we test it, or when we work on the math, we usually look at the statistics. So we run a lot of simulations, like 100 billion, and then we look at the statistics. And that gives you a better overview of your profile, of the math profile. Yes, I mean, of course, you need to play it, and when you play it, it's more like seeing whether you can understand the feature, and also to see whether the math matches the narrative and the story and the graphics of the game. Like if you have a more hardcore theme like Wild West or like Egypt, then you kind of you're fine with a more volatile profile. But for Elemento, it's a kind of more playful and cartoony, a lot of actions type of graphics. Then you want the math to be more like friendly or less volatile. So that's kind of what you want to test when you actually play the game. See whether the math profile is a good match to the graphics. But when you want to balance the math, you usually look at the statistic behind the game.
Yeah, I mean, I almost feel like within the last sort of maybe few years, I would say that volatility has become a bit of a buzzword for a lot of game providers. Everyone wants to describe their game as being volatile because that seems to be almost like a marketing thing. How much? But when I actually speak to players, I think a lot of the time they don't actually want a volatile game. They don't. What they really want is, and this is what I say to. Sometimes I say it to viewers or people that are upset or whatever. I say, look, what you really want is the type of win that's going to make your week, or the sort of win that's going to make your month. Maybe like a 500x or something like that. That's a great win. If I'm playing on a pound a go or a €1 a go and I win 500, then that's great. That's something that you're going to talk to your friends about. Exactly. Whereas, like, and I made this point the other night. I said, the difference between winning like 20 and 25,000x is still like you're still going to be screaming no matter which it is. So. And from a mathematical point of view, giving up that much more in means that you have to take away some of those lower wins. So if you made the max win, say like 100,000, 150,000, something like that, then surely the more you push that at the top level, the more it has to have an impact on the actual, the small amount of play.
Exactly. It's always a trade-off. Yeah. I mean, but like when you have a theme that matches your crazy profile, then it's fine. Because when you open a game with a crazy theme, then you're kind of expecting it to be crazy volatile.
Yeah.
Then at least it's consistent, it's cohesive. But then if it is a mismatch, then that usually makes you hate it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah. So it doesn't look like you expected to get some sort of return for your money, and actually you just got 100 dead spins, and now you're kind of like, hang on, that wasn't what I was asking for.
Exactly. It's like more hardcore than expected, and then that's usually what pisses you off.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. That's I want to have a look at your new game. So let's just fire over to that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this is Hades, A River of Souls. Tian, tell me about it.
Yes. So this is our next release, Hades, River of Souls. And yes. So where do I start? It's a long one to introduce about the game. First, let's start with the story and the graphics. So, like the name suggests, it's about the Greek god Hades, the lord of the underworld, and we kind of went with a bit of a dark theme and a dark story here. So you are Hades, and you have Persephone as your queen, and then Sharon, the boatman. And then those gold wild things you see on top, those are souls that are floating in the river. What you want to do in this game is you want to win with those those souls, and then you basically crack it open and you harvest their soul.
Oh, right, okay, nice. Okay, so nice and family friendly then for the theme.
Yeah, it's a bit dark story, but it doesn't hurt, I guess, for a slot. So you want to win with those wild. That is Sharon. So what we're getting is
that's the skull guy, and then the souls on the top there, which we see on the top, drop in on they will drop in.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I'm getting it. Yeah.
When you win, this is an avalanche game or a cascade game.
Yeah.
They are wild,
again,
so you have a good chance to win with it, like what we are seeing now. And then you see after we win with the wild, it has like a light bulb. That's the kind of the soul, and it's harvested or soaked into the meter on the side, the one with the multiplier text on it. And then every 3 soul or every 3 wild you win with, you see there's a meter, you increase your multiplier by 1. So it's simple as that. The cool part is it's a good match between the mechanics and story, right? A very cool story. I really like it. Hades and dark underworld, and then
I can see that. Did I see that? It pays both ways?
Yeah, it pays both ways because we want it easier, make it easier to win with. Oh, this is gonna be great.
That's good, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. You see, we with the Sharon feature, it clears a lot of space, and then those wild fall in. So that's like one good part I want to talk about the game is it gives you a hint of what's coming in.
Yeah.
Like this cascade game, you don't know what's coming in, right?
Yeah.
Say, okay, give me whatever, but this game it gives you a hint, so you see that the special symbols that's dropping in. You don't see everything, but you see the special symbols, and you know if you get a lot of wild on top and you start the sequence hitting any wing, then it's gonna keep coming. And we have a lot of wild on top. This is part of RNG, right?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, so like basically, if you get a spin, and like that spin there would have been a great example where we had them lined up. If you can get them on the screen, then you know it's got the potential to sort of really build up, especially because they're going to contribute towards the multiplier as well and get that involved.
Exactly. It's kind of a guaranteed win when you see like 2 wilds falling in because it's going to be a line, right? It's 2 wild. And that feeling of secure is one thing I really like in this game. Like when you get 3 of a kind and you know 2 wild is falling in, and it's like, I'm gonna get another win. And if there are a lot of wild on top, it's like I'm gonna get several wins in a row.
Yeah.
I don't even need to look at it, I know it. And that's one part I like. Here it's gonna get 1 wild. No, I didn't start.
Yeah, I thought that was good. I thought that might have dropped in as well. So how do we trigger the feature? Is it 3 of these tridents? Is it?
Yes, the trident is the scatter symbol or the bonus symbol. So you need to get 3 in the bottom. And it has a similar teeth or near wing in it. So you can get 3, but like 2 in the bottom and 1 on top. And that doesn't trigger the feature. You need to get 3 on the bottom, like you have 2.
Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. So there, we would have needed 1 more to cascade in.
Exactly. And
right, okay.
It showed the trident on the no, it's not a trident, it's a bident. It's Hades, right?
Oh right, sorry.
Yes.
That's I should have swatted up on my mythology before we even started this interview. Yeah.
Yes, if you get 2 on the bottom and you see 1 on the top, and they really want to get it, so it's like any removal, any wing, any sharing feature is going to help you bring that last bident into the screen, and then you're going to pick the free skin. So that's how you pick the free skin.
In terms of like, seeing as you're the maths man, might as well ask. In terms of like bonus frequency, how often is it going to hit the bonus round?
Why don't you make a guess?
I don't know. 1 in 200?
Oh, that's a very good guess. It's a little bit better than I think it's around 190. So
1 in 180.
190.
190. Okay, yeah. So I was close.
Yeah,
I mean, I think like in terms of like bonus frequency, that is slightly more than what I think. A lot of other. I'm trying to think when sometimes I read the game sheets, sometimes I don't read the game sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Is sort of like 1 in 200. Is that sort of like a ballpark for a lot of games, or what's the lowest you've seen? What's the highest you've seen? I guess.
Tricky question. I've been in this industry for a while. I think 5 years ago, 130 is like the benchmark. Like
oh, really? Okay.
So if you look at all the old games like Secret of the Stone, I'm talking about net and stuff.
Yeah. We're interested. Keep talking.
Yeah, because they were like making most games back then, and that time it's usually around 130 because it just feels risky to push it further because players will get annoyed if they can't hit the free spin. But recently, since we have been keep talking about higher volatility, and then there has been like a lot of videos, extreme big wins posted on YouTube and everywhere. So I think suppliers started to push the free spin cycle more towards 200, even 300. But then even though it's harder to trigger, but the average value of the free spin is higher. So now when you hit a free spin, you expect to win more from it. It used to be around 130, but then you kind of win 30 times a bet, 40 times a bet. That's like what you expect from a free spin. Nowadays it's more like 1 in 200. But then you win 60 or 70 times a bet from the feast.
Yeah. I mean, I can remember like when so sometimes we'll do bonus hunts and stuff, and I'll say, look, I think an average bonus, I say, 50x. If I get 50x, and sometimes we'll sit there and be like, well, okay, we've got these bonuses. If we get 50x off them all, then maybe one will go big, and we might get like a 200 or 300x, and then we're going to get a couple of 0x's in there as well. That's kind of expected. That's where I would pitch it. But like, how does that make it more difficult? From your point of view, from a point of view of the maths, if to manage people's expectations, because people kind of. They play maybe a lot of sort of play and goes and net ents that you're talking about, which have more frequent bonuses. They want that, but then they also want the sort of big wins that we're seeing off like maybe like Big Time Gaming, No Limit City, or maybe even a Dead or Alive 2. Those sort of huge wins. So people are pulling you in two directions. They want both things. What's the conversation that you have like in the studio about how you go about trying to keep those people happy?
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it's impossible to cater both.
Yeah.
So I think it's more like First is your brand, like you said, big time gaming. They like pushing the cycle really far, but have a very high average payout in the free spin. So that's kind of what you expect when you open a big
from
time
their games, yeah.
So that's what they do, and then you're fine with that. So if you want like a higher trigger frequency, you play somebody else's game.
Yeah.
And then it's the theme, like I said, like you have a dark theme like Hades, then we usually kind of are more willing to push it further, because this is not a happy and the bells and whistles.
No.
Like you need to kick hard. I am fine with not winning anything for 10 spins, but when I win, I don't want to win 0.2 times my bet. That's like the profile we are going with, and it's hopefully communicated as part of the story and the theme. So that's what we do. Like we tweak the math based on the story and based on or it could be the other way. It's like we really want to make a volatile math, therefore we have to go with a hardcore theme or more hardcore theme.
Yeah,
it could be that way too. A lot of the mechanics kind of decide the volatility. Like increasing multiplier is just naturally volatile. You can't have a low volatility increasing multiplier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. Yeah. So, but if people, that's increasing multiplier. Yeah. So that's no, we didn't hit on that time. I think I'd like to buy the free spins. Okay, so back with a bonus buy. Now the bonus buy on this is less than 100x. Like on a lot of other providers where we buy the bonus, it's 100x. So why is it less here? Is that a consequence of the maths or?
Yeah, it's a consequence of the math. It's up to the value of the free spin that you're buying. I mean, if the cost is 100, it means the average value of it, or what you're expecting to get, is 98 or 96 up to the RTP.
Right. Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, but like that's taking into account the huge ones and also the nothing ones.
Yes.
So yeah.
Average. Okay. Exactly.
Okay, let's buy this, and as we move through it, why don't you give us a little bit of commentary, and we'll see if that brings us any luck.
Sure. Ooh, nervous times. Free spins, let's go. Ooh, okay.
We're gonna get a wild. That's a wild, isn't it? And that's gonna be 2 wins. No, maybe 2 wins.
Let's see. Okay, we get another skull. It's gonna clear more space. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's in, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're gonna get 2 wild now, and that's great. And you see the free spin feature. The multiplier just increased from x1 to x3. So
yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, how? Are we getting another wild dropping in now? Depending on what that drops on reel 1, up to ×5.
Ooh, you're getting it more.
Okay, this looks good.
Yes. Also, I want to talk a bit about the multiplier. So in this game, you can see, so the multiplier is applied to your win at the end of this round. So you basically put all your win in a pool, and Ooh, now it's getting good. So you see in the bottom, you see the winning is 8.8. And the multiplier is keep increasing, right? So the multiplier is applied to this amount in the end. So actually, we are not winning 15 now. We are winning at least 15 times 9 already. And we are getting more wild.
Oh, right. So we've not actually multiplied this yet.
Yeah, that's not multiplied yet. So you are increasing your win in 2 ways. You see this bottom number is increasing. That's because you're winning, but that's just the vanilla.
Oh, right. Okay. So basically, so am I right? Right. Okay. So now so are you telling me we're up at like €200 now?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
More.
Wow. Okay. Right. Okay. And we're only on spin 3.
Yeah. There you have the multiplier.
Yeah. There we go. Right. Nice. Nice. I like it.
So it's applied at the very end. That makes it very volatile, because every time you win, you are increasing your win exponentially, because you're increasing your multiplier and your base at the same time.
And that's not reset now. That doesn't go back down. We now move on from ×13.
Yeah, it's persistent. And I mean, even the progression is persistent. So if you have like 2 wild in the meter, it also persists. So now, like even though it's only it's only like 5 in the pool, but we know at the end of this round, it will already be paid 5.4 times 15. So that's already a big win.
Okay.
We know it's going to be a big win. Oh, a lot of skull, but not too many wilds on top. That's sad.
Yeah, we're gonna get that one wild dropping in on the right hand side.
X15.
But there you go. There you go. Right? Yeah.
I like that smack effect. It's like it's super transparent. It's very powerful. It's like very good X15. Bam. Oh, come on! Hit one more win.
We need one more win, please.
Oh, can we? All right, that's sad. Maybe
Okay.
6.4 times 15, so it's still a 6-0.
And that's that. On that last spin, the scatter there acted as a blocker there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, like great return. I like that.
And we made our money back.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, like that was a what was it? We bought it on €4, so that was a 280 buy. So that was good. I mean, I kind of fancy like we can't just show good ones. We have to keep going until we get a bad one. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why I did, because people otherwise will say that we rigged it.
Sure.
So because we had to restart the game. So like we've got to carry on. I'm going to force you to commentate over at least one bad one. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. And it's all natural. I mean, if you're lucky today, it's gonna be hard to get a bad one.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, let's hope that luck follows me through to when it's not in demo anymore.
Yeah, I mean, as far as science understand or human understand, this is probability theory, right?
Oh yeah.
But there might be something that we don't understand that also affect the outcome.
Okay, we are not allowed to get philosophical. We're not allowed to get philosophical in the videos. I'll get rules. There's political correctness. No religion, no philosophy in slot videos.
Sorry. But now we're getting a really bad.
Now we're getting the other end. Now, I thought you were gonna get the 0x there. I thought you were gonna get the 0x, and then the comments flood. You would not, Tian. You would not be able to you would not be able to enter the comment section or the chat of Hideous slots if you don't.
It's than a 0x, right? It's less than 1 time set back.
It's not officially a 0x, but
not.
like.
I mean, I would rather get a 0. Then I can send a screenshot and to my.
Well,
friend.
I think so. I think it's kind of like, well, that's not. It's just. You don't even get that comic factor of being like, it did me a bonus and it did this. If it's done 140. Okay, so that's both ends. That's both ends of the stick, really. Should we just do one more before we round it off? I'll just do one more because then we can say we've done 3.
Yes,
this is only demo money, so when it comes to demo money, I'll keep playing all day. One more.
Bet higher. Okay, it's fine.
You were just gonna blast it up?
Yeah, it's demo money. It's demo money. Yes, but you can see, like, since winning is so powerful in this game.
Yeah. I mean, like those
hit rate.
those multipliers. When we got that up to times 15, which is, I mean, the thing which is boosting it is not just the amount of wins this time. It's actually the amount of wild symbols we can get. It's gonna actually see how fast we can move the multiplier up, isn't it?
Yes, it's all in this wild. You see this light bulb flying into the meter. Those are coming from the wild.
Yeah.
So now we're getting another 2, but that won't be enough to increase the multiplier. We need the third.
Okay, so we've got one more wild on there. So does that mean we're gonna? And yeah.
Well, maybe.
Yes, it has. Yeah, so that's boosted it to times 7, right?
Yeah, that's
so straight away that we're looking at like €84 just off the bat, right?
Yes.
If my maths is correct.
Yes.
You're the maths man. I'm not the maths man. I'm the maths man. €84.
So in the free spin, you get a lot of those skull, and they really help you pull in those wild, since they clear out the space, and those wild will fall in, and then there you get the soul. There you harvest the soul. Be the evil guy.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how high that because the multiplier is also the other thing which I don't think I have said is the multiplier, for anyone that's not noticed, is going up 2 at a time, not just 1 at a time in the free spins. What is the highest that we could expect that to get to? I mean, we've already seen it up times 15 just off that first bonus. So I mean, I presume that it can go higher than that.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you get it up to 3 digits, please send me a screenshot.
If I get it up to 3 digits,
and make sure it's posted everywhere.
if anyone manages to get it up to 3 digits, submit it on the Hideous Slots website, and Tian will send you a personal message saying well done. Okay, so that's 36. We're at €141 now.
Yeah, it was
We
a high
still need a
multiplier.
little bit more. If we still need a little bit more for money back.
It's only X11.
Up to times 11. 3 to go. And it does have the potential to re-trigger, doesn't it? With the three symbols. Oh, hang on.
3 wilds
Yeah,
incoming.
3 wilds dropping in.
3 wilds.
Hitting the dogs.
That's great. 3 wilds. That's so satisfying to watch.
Yeah, so now that's up to times 13. So that's gonna mean that we're over 100.
That's not
I
bad.
can't do that in my head. That's almost 200. So this is another profitable bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do 13 times 16 in my head. I'm
Yeah,
sure
me
you
neither.
can.
It's 200.
Oh, re-trigger. Oh, we almost saw it.
Oh, that's a lot of space. Gonna get a lot of wild.
No, we couldn't hit with it though. We missed those ladies. That's a
Yes.
nice bonus. That's 2 decent bonuses. And yeah, you say in terms of hit rate, because a lot of the players are, a lot of the viewers are from the UK. So the hit rate, the bonus, the free spins, the amount of free spins come in is going to be important to them. You say it's about 1 in 190.
190.
Yeah.
If I remember it correctly. I guarantee it's between the range of 150 and 200. It's always kind of between that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't change much. It's either I'm 190 or 180. I can dig into the exact number, but I guess that doesn't matter too much.
I don't think people are going to get hung up on the exact, but I think, people want to know. I think that's nice. People right, okay, I'll set it off for 100 spins. I'll set it off for another 100 spins. There's a good chance of getting it. I think that's important for people.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I want to thank Tian. Thank you ever so much for taking part in this interview and being part of this little series that we're now doing. You've been really great fun to talk to. Hopefully, you can drop into the comments section if anyone wants to give any feedback. Tian, keep it polite and nice, please, and Tian will try and get back to you. That's all from us this week. Be sure to join us next time for more live streams, more 5-on-5s, more looking at new slot games that are coming out. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys. Thank you.